G'day everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Turn up the volume here a bit. Whoop. G'day D, how are you? Can you hear me? Let me know. Hopefully you can. I'm just going to move that down a little bit. Oop. A little bit in the way. There we go. Can you hear me, D? Can you hear me? Please let me know, someone. Can you... Can you hear me? Oh, cool. Excellent. All right. Awesome. Thank you. I don't have a way on this side. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm up in the Adelaide Hills here, folks, and it is pretty crazy. It's only been crazy probably for the last, I'd say the last half an hour, actually. But I'm up in the Adelaide foothills, not far from Adelaide. It's a beautiful view up here. Beautiful no matter what the weather is. At the moment, for those who don't know, Adelaide has, and South Australia more generally, and southern Victoria, have been hit by some pretty intense low pressure weather. Finally, we are getting some rain. This probably, hopefully, will be enough to get some water for the farmers and that, but I'm not sure how far inland it's going to go because there's a lot of dust and that. G'day Ben, g'day D, g'day Northside Hawk, and everyone else who might be watching quietly in the background there. It's nice to have you all here. Definitely Michelle, g'day Michelle, hope you're doing alright. I'm up in the Adelaide Hills here, and we may well make this a bit of a driving stream perhaps, we'll see. Obviously I can't touch the phone, but at the moment I've got it all so that it's, well, pretty solid in my little non-touching grip thing. But yes, I'm up in the Adelaide Hills at the moment, and the weather has been coming in waves. It's really nice, isn't it? Nice to see some rain for once, because we have not had too good a rain. But welcome in. If you're new to my channel, welcome especially, and if you're one of my channel members, I appreciate your extra support as well. Ben, welcome in, mate. I'm not sure if I said hello yet. I may or may not be able to keep up with the chat. It's just going to be me today for this live stream, I think. But, oh, look at that. Now, there's actually a hill up here. There's a hill, and it's slowly fading away with the storm. And try not to put the wipers on because they're dreadfully screechy. When I had my car serviced, unfortunately, the folks who did the service, as much as they're great at the mechanical side, they don't do the they didn't do the wipers too well, so trying to get it to actually focus out there in the distance. But g'day Silvana, welcome in. Nice to have you here as well, and thanks for being a member as well, Michelle and Silvana. And I'm not sure who else I've got on here who's a member, but shout out to you guys who do the extra little mile. I appreciate that. It does help me to get out and about and try and get as much here for you all. Oh, those dreadful wipers. Hear that dreadful sound of the windscreen wipers. I'm just trying to get it so that you don't so much see the rain and you see more of what's about to come in. Yeah, Helly Beach. Wow, King Tide. Yes, yes. That would not surprise me. Silvana, I'm up in the Adelaide foothills. I'm at a fairly sort of regular I suppose, lookout spot that I head up to. It's beautiful up here, no matter what the weather. You hear that wind, folks? I've just got a little bit of my window open. It's just, woo, coming through. Coming through, coming through. Yeah, absolutely, Ben. If you're into your fishing, if you know what you're doing, I have done it before, but I'm not a wonderful fisher person, I must say. Look, what we might do is I might actually head down toward the coast. Let's have a look. All right. I don't know what I can do to get these wipers not to screech. I'm sorry, folks, but... Okay. So I've got to watch out here because there can be some pretty crazy stuff that you certainly would not be driving with. Whoa, get very, very misty. So welcome in. As I say, I can't monitor the chat, so I'd appreciate the help from my mods. If anyone comes on who's a bit of a goose, get rid of them. Yeah, this is pretty full on. Look at this, folks. Look at that. It's a beautiful view, though. So hopefully some of this brown grass will start to turn green soon. Really hope so. Yep, little piece of tree there that I've just driven over. Lucky it wasn't too high off the ground. Yeah, there will be tree debris, there'll be all sorts in Adelaide, so we'll do a bit of a drive around. I don't know if we'll stop somewhere, but just to show you all this storm. It's a low pressure system. It's finally broken, hopefully, the very dry spell that we've had in some areas. It's just a downright drought, so let's hope that this is the end of the drought for a while. I don't know. Welcome in, Andy. Nice to have you here, mate. Welcome in, Firestorm. That's good to hear. I'm glad you can hear me. Very unusual, stormy day for Adelaide. Alright, I'm nearly at back in sort of the suburbs, just down here a bit. So welcome in again if you're new, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for your support, and channel members, very grateful to have you here as well. That sounds good, Ben. Sounds good. Melanie, thank you for coming in. We've just had our big storm in Newcastle. Yeah, you folks really copped it over there in the eastern states. Some very, very nasty stuff. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Yeah, Andy, I have been doing a number of different videos actually. I've done some about towns, our quieter and forgotten and technically poorer towns, if you like, for want of a better word, but statistically they're considered poor. I've also been doing some urban exploring around abandoned churches, abandoned buildings, you name it, mate. So, yeah. Yeah, g'day Joan, welcome in. Joan, I'm just going to drive around really and show folks some of the storm. I was just up earlier in the Adelaide foothills, that's where we started the stream. However, I probably will start to head maybe towards the coast area a little bit. Got to be very, very careful. just because this kind of weather is a little bit unpredictable. So I'm down on Grand Junction Road at the moment. Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, East Murray. Yeah. Beautiful area down there. Yeah, exactly, Silvana. No lightning. No lightning. Some sort of spots around out the ocean more, but nothing that I know of that's hit the mainland. Or possibly KI. Possibly KI had a little bit of lightning as well. Yeah, it's a good idea, Joan. I'm just being brave. Or crazy. Oh, really? I hope there's not dry lightning, Ben. Let's hope not, just for our farmers and regional communities' sakes. Yes, dust up that way, definitely. Welcome in. I can't see your name, sorry, but welcome in. Thank you for joining in. I'm on Grand Junction Road at the moment. Darryl, yeah, g'day mate, welcome in. So, and is that National Parks Princess? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm by myself today, so I just am not going to be able to read the chat very well. But Adelaide, South Australia, I'm going to put these off for a while because they're screeching, sorry. We're getting copped with pretty rough storms. G'day, living the dream. It's rough in places, but then down here, this area is Hope Valley, I think, and it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. But up in the hills, and I think the Mount Lofty Ranges, and I think also down at the coast, it's fairly full on. Yes, absolutely. Focusing on the road. So sorry if I missed your chat, but please feel free to give me updates from where you're at and what your weather is doing. We're going to head down, I think, towards Semaphore and Outer Harbour Way, and we'll just have a look down that way. If you know South Australia, people seem to not be able to drive when it rains, so let's hope we don't have any dingles happen or witness anything like that. I wouldn't want that on the live stream. Just really want to focus on this cool, unique weather event. I love my extreme weather. I know it can be very destructive as well, but it is fascinating nevertheless. Windy? Oh, right. There you go. Maybe we've sent some winds your way, National Parks Princess. Definitely, Michelle. Just let me know. Send me a... or maybe send me a text message. My number hasn't changed, but yeah, I'll let you know. So you can see here, folks, there's hardly any wind. But at the start of the stream, when I was up in the Adelaide Hills, it was mad. Absolutely mad up there. But it's like most times with weather, they say that the higher you go, the more extreme it can be, or the lower you are, i.e. near the sea level, the worse the weather gets as well. Oh, Andy, I don't know. Adelaide people aren't used to rain a lot, to be honest. I reckon that's why. Just people just don't know. They don't seem to cope very well over here with rain compared to Victoria, Melbourne. Melbourne, they drive pretty well with rain, but that's just my opinion. I reckon there's maybe not as many vehicles on the road today as well, so that's probably a good thing. Yeah, we'll do some drives around. Andy, I am Adelaide, but Melbourne, then Adelaide, then Melbourne, then back to Adelaide. So I was born in Adelaide, but yes, I have lived a mixed bag of Western Melbourne, a little bit in Ballarat. I spent a little while in Cairns as well. So I've done a little bit of all over Australia, so my accent is definitely a mutt's accent. Wow, those traffic lights didn't last very long. Yeah, I'm keeping well, thank you. Pretty well. Been trying to get my sleeping pattern a little bit better because I'm a bit of a night owl, and whilst that's alright, sometimes it's not good when you got jobs to do. Working some odd jobs here and there, keeping out of trouble. Yes, sure have Andy. Yeah, the Dukes and Western Highway, the Western Port Highway over the other side of Melbourne, near Hastings as well. Yeah, done a lot of Victoria, to be honest. Just really haven't got right over to the east. Like, I haven't been over to Sale and Bairnsdale as much. I've been there once, Bairnsdale, but haven't really got over that side of Victoria so much. Been up into the high country. Yes, exactly, Michelle. Yeah, Adelaide's pretty good. I mean, it's, you know, every place has its problems. Adelaide obviously cops it, you know, from being a little bit less well off over here or whatever. But to me, I think we got the right mix of weather and lifestyle overall. Pretty chilled out lifestyle here. Melbourne's a little bit more hectic, as you'd know if you've lived over there or spent time over there enough. Oh yeah, I might let somebody else answer those questions, sorry, because it's, yeah, but basically I think quite a lot of the Otways is beautiful. I think Melbourne itself, you've got the aquarium. You've also got the Yarra and South Bank precinct. If you like your gambling, you've got the Crown Casino, the architecture, the Eureka Sky Deck, which I think might be closing soon actually, because I think they're going to be doing the Sky Deck in the 108 Collins, if I'm correct, or 108 Australia. So yeah, but I find Melbourne pretty good. Victoria more broadly, you've got the Goldfields, which is a fantastic spot full of history. You've got West Wimmera, a lot of little soldier settlers towns there. You've got obviously the high country, Bright, which is really beautiful around this time of year, or probably maybe a little bit earlier in this time of year. Bright is really nice in the autumn. That's a little township called Bright, and then that area, Omeo, quite spectacular, different country from anywhere else really in Australia. The Australian Alps and snowy sort of area. River Murray, of course, Echuca. It's a lot of paddle steamers. Yeah, there's so many different regions. I mean, I really love the Otways myself, especially this time of year would be spectacular. I think the Otways with the tree ferns and the sort of the dry / wet temperate forest mix is really beautiful. So yeah, I love, like they say, I love every piece of Victoria. The old advert used to say. That guy pulled off a bit suddenly there. Yeah, well that's right, Ben. It's it's obviously a smaller place. It's not, as perhaps loud and proud at night or whatever. Not during during the non-festival season. It's not all that exciting maybe at night or whatever, but to me there's always stuff you can find. I really find it annoying when you see people go, oh, I'm so bored. I think, oh, just, you know, even if you cannot physically travel, go online and do a look around your Google Maps, or, you know, have a look at what's, you know, up the road from you if you can't go far, and if you can, then get out there and see Australia. Take a road you haven't taken. You know, to me, the word bored is the most frustrating word. So, yeah. Yep, that's very true. Very true, sadly, Silvana. It is fading, I think, though, that perception. I mean, you could say that Melbourne's the gangland capital of Australia, you know, although Sydney's kind of taking that cake lately, but Melbourne historically has had a lot of gang sort of issues and to and fro's over its history. G'day, Brun. Nice to have you here as well. Welcome if you're new, if you're watching. Apologise, I cannot see all of the chat, and I am by myself and I'm not touching my phone. It's in a holster. So I'm just trying to keep up with everything, but it sure is a wet and woolly day. And I think it will, I don't know if it will last all that long, to be frank, but who knows, maybe. I'm just going to actually get rid of, no, it's alright. So on Grand Junction Road, it's one of the main east-west thoroughfares in Adelaide, South Australia here. So what's everyone been up to on this Monday/Sunday overseas day? What have you been up to, folks? So as you can see, this area here, this is the Enfield and Northfield. It's really not too bad. I mean, my wipers are on automatic mode at the moment, my windscreen wipers, and I don't think it's too bad, really. Little windy, but the plains are not really copping it, unlike the Adelaide Hills and possibly the coast when we get down there. So we shall do a bit of a check it out. Yeah, absolutely. Checking the sheeps and lambs. Yeah. Oh, good luck, Andy. I hope they all make it, mate. Because for those who don't know, sheep often around this time of year they're giving birth, and the poor little lambs, they don't always make it with our intense winter and pre-winter storms. So good luck, mate. I hope they're all good. G'day Dee, g'day Megan, welcome in. And okay. Yeah, heading towards the beaches, Kevin. Heading down towards the beach. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Please consider subscribing. I've got a whole range of content on here. I don't just do storms, I do a lot of history, exploring places, trying to get out and about in my free time as much as I can. Nice to have you all here, and a special thank you to my channel members as well. Channel membership is still only $1.49 Australian as of right now, and unless YouTube changes that, I'm not going to be changing it. So consider chucking a membership in if you want to. You can stay for a month, you can stay for however long you like. It's all going to help me to produce good content and get out and about more to show you all bits and pieces of beautiful Australia. Let's get into the right lane here, because this car in front's a little bit, don't know, they're not quite doing it for me. G'day. Oh yeah, D, sorry, yeah, I thought someone was called Princess. I was going to say, oh yeah, that's right, yeah, duh. Oh, nice idea, Brun. What are you baking? Oh, scones, sorry, I thought you were baking, thought it said baking something, cooking. I was like, yep. G'day mate, custom screen printing, welcome in. I think you're in United States, in Texas, is that correct? Shout out to you as well. Got people from all around the world. I'm driving down towards the Adelaide northern-ish metropolitan beaches, and it's been a bit of a stormy day today since about 9:30 this morning, 9 o'clock AM-ish in Adelaide time. It really came in, but it's not as exciting now down here. Yeah, I reckon they might get some of this rain. I hope. I really hope. The farmers and regional communities generally need a really good, decent rain, especially because many of them have just done seeding. And I would absolutely hate to think, with all the wind first up that came with this storm, how many crops would have been lost with the seed. G'day James, welcome in. Windy and Mildura, Victoria. Love Mildura too. It's another great little town. It's part of the Fruit Bowl region out that way, along with Renmark and Berry over our side of the border. Loxton, all fruit, vegetable, mostly stone fruits I think nowadays, but they might have diversified into other things too. So I'm heading towards the beaches, folks, of Adelaide, metropolitan Adelaide here. Got a city of about 1.6.5 million, I think now. We used to be about 1.5. In the last probably 5 or 6 years, I reckon Adelaide's grown a lot. There are a lot of new buildings in the city itself, a lot of new companies entering the Adelaide market. Good luck to them. Hope it works out for them. It'd be nice to see Adelaide grow a little bit, but we definitely need a lot more housing for our people. There's not enough houses, and that's Australia-wide though, really, let's be honest. Anyway, let's not talk, let's not wander into the world of politics. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, and that's right. That's exactly right, Shane. Let's hope this weather pattern breaks up and kills off that disgusting algae. It's all along the south coast and up into the Adelaide metro beaches as well. And there were literally thousands of fish and endangered sea dragons, like a seahorse. They're all washing up on shore, and so let's hope that this weather pattern does at least get rid of some of that algae and causes less issues. Yeah, exactly right. That's right, Silvana, I'm with you on that. Politics, religion, just not worth it. At the end of the day, no matter who you vote for, you get a politician anyway, so, and you don't even get your voice heard in most cases, so it is what it is. Probably that sounds a bit defeatist, but I have worked in the political realm before. In my 20s, my very early 20s and late teens, I was into all of the political stuff, and yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Here goes your wheelie bins. Oh no. Actually, I saw a video from St. Louis, in Missouri, in the United States, and if everyone's seen or heard the news, about a week ago-ish now, a week and a half ago, they had terrible batch of tornadoes come through, and I saw this video, and there was actually a wheelie bin in the video, right in the centre of the frame, and the wheelie bin just ripped to shreds with the tornado that this fellow filmed from his house. Yeah. G'day Gene, welcome in. Nice to have you here. Yeah, I'm into a lot of weather stuff, I'm into animal stuff, I'm into urban exploring, history, detecting as well, which I need to get back into a bit more. I've only done it once in the last probably 2 months, but metal detecting and history finding. So it's nice to have some new people on board. Welcome in. So I'm driving in Adelaide, South Australia. For those who aren't familiar with Adelaide, we're probably about the 4th largest city, or maybe 5th now, I think. Perth might have overtaken us in population, but we're a smaller Australian city here. We're not Melbourne or Sydney, but yeah, we still battle along down here in little Adelaide, in the middle of the country, down in the middle. And we've had some extreme weather today. Don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest. I'm going to have a look at the beaches. If it's not much, then I probably will let that go, but nice to have you all here. You can see some of the wind is still a bit gusty at the top of the trees there. I think the rain's kind of dropped out a bit now, unfortunately, unless there's another band heading our way. But from what I can see, thank you very much, Silvana. Thank you. That's really kind. Thank you. I really do try. I've got autism. I have ADHD as well. So I'm a bit of a mixed bag, and I tend to waffle on, and some of my words repeat themselves too much. But I do try my best to give you all a bit of a smile, give you some education, share my knowledge, and hopefully share your knowledge as well, because no one's got the be-all and end-all of knowledge of this world that we live in, big, bright, broad world that we're in. So I always learn stuff. I love how YouTube often has pretty good education kind of benefits, you know. My mum was a school teacher. I've never been a school teacher, but I do like to sort of teach just the basics of knowledge and facts that I've learned and experienced, and yeah, and learn from others as well. So yeah, we drive on the left side of the road in Australia, folks, so we're on the wrong side of the road, as some might say. I actually really loved driving in the US though, I have to say. It was a lot of fun. I drove Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and a little bit of California too. Very true, Shane. Yeah, This storm is a bit strange. I mean, it was pretty rough at the beginning of this stream. If you do want to go back afterwards, folks, and have a look at the very beginning, you will notice that it was pretty wild where I started, and maybe I should have stayed up there, but you know, I just thought go and have a look at the ocean side of things too. There's an old political ad, because we've just had our Australian federal election a couple of weekends ago now. There's an old ad back there. It's a bit of a funny one. Yeah, I did, Michelle. Yeah, went to the United States for about 6 weeks in July and August, and Canada as well. Did Canada as well for about 6 weeks, so it cost a fair bit, but I saved up for about 1.5 years or so before heading over there, and absolutely loved most of it. A few scary moments, the airports there and certain things like that are a little bit intimidating, a little bit overwhelming, but no, I mostly loved what I saw in the States and Canada. Alright, so we're coming up to the rail bridge here at, I think this might be Rosewater, Rosewater, or not sure if it's Rosewater or if we've crossed over, but we'll go and have a look at the coast in a sec, folks. Not far away now. Sure why that car suddenly slowed right down. I can't see anything on the road here myself, but yes, Grand Junction Road. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Now I'm almost onto Bower Road, which Michelle will tell you. Lived at Bower Road with Michelle and her family. The long story there, but won't go into too much personal stuff, but yeah, used to live down this way as well and quite loved it. Very windy down here though, always very windy, even without storms. So welcome in if you are new, welcome in if you are from overseas, special welcome into my channel members. And to all who love weather and just general driving streams, this is for you. Heading down to the Adelaide Metropolitan Northern Beaches, which is going to be Semaphore at first, and then we'll head up around the coast. We might stop along somewhere up that way. Yes, a lot bluer skies at the moment. It's sort of changed back. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's it for the storm. Who knows? I'm not a weather expert, I'm just a very keen, interested person in it. Do try and research me stuff, but I'm not an expert. I'm not, you know, meteorology qualified or something, so take it with a grain of salt. Yes, we will see just what the ocean areas look like today. Yeah, exactly. It was good fun, Michelle. We had a lot of laughs, hey? We had a lot of laughs, so that was good. Here's the old red mill on the right. Used to go there for snacks. Someone parked right there where there's a no standing zone. Just wonderful. One thing I hate now is there's so many cars parked in so many streets, and I swear a lot of the time the yellow lines aren't even painted. They're not even painted properly. It's like, what's the story, Adelaide? Get your lines painted better. In Melbourne you can see the lines even when it's pouring with rain, but Adelaide, the lines that tell you where you can't park are just always yeah, almost washed away with the rain. It just blurs away. I don't know why. Yeah, I love storm stuff, Gene. Love it. I mean, obviously, you know, I don't want to see stuff, sad stuff happen to people or animals or anything, but certainly do love a storm generally for just how they look and the power of nature, you know. Okay, so coming up to Semaphore South now. This is the beach area coming up, folks. Let's see, is it going to be really choppy? I'm going to open up the windows a bit and let you hear it. Yeah, it's really quite gusty. Let's go down here, and I'm going to actually get out of the car and we'll just wander carefully down this way. There's a little sort of viewpoint here, so let's check it out. Now, I ain't going to park under the trees there, folks. If anyone knows anything about Australian trees, they tend to be a little bit prone to having bits come off them, and yeah. Okay, I'm going to jump out, folks, and we are going to have a look at Semaphore Beach down here. Bear with me. G'day everyone who is newly on. Not going to be able to hear me soon, but I want to hear you. I want to have you hear the raw power of this wind. It is unbelievable. G'day Ash, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Wow, look at this. So it does say on there, have a read of that. Due to forecast weather conditions, high tide and strong winds expected. For any information, call that number. Now let's have a look through. We'll go up close as we can. I'm not going to obviously go past that barrier. I don't want to fine. Life's too expensive. Oh, a lot of sand. Oh. Woo. Coming off, folks. Woo. Wow. Okay, can't do that anymore. Woo. Wow, that was intense. If you missed it, go to 44 minutes 40. Oh, I've got a mouthful of sand. I'm covered in sand. Check it out. Woo. Yeah, I've actually only seen that once before, with the sand. Oh, I bet Harvey. But yes, I'm one of the only people that are down here. It's very hard to film. I'm just hand holding the phone. The seagulls out there aren't phased. They're just floating around, like not having to worry too much. There we go, look at that. Woo! Yeah, that's right. Kite surfing, yeah, you're right, Derek. Welcome in, mate. There's just unbelievable, but they have got the beaches closed, at least here in Semaphore. I have a mouthful of sand. I'm gonna have to get back in the car, I think, folks, so you can all hear me. Oh, wow. Whew. That was fun. That's right. Taking one for the team. My glasses, check it out, completely covered in salt wash and sand wash. Alright, let's put you back up here, folks. Oh, this will not sit very well. There we go. That's better. Take care, Ash, mate. Thank you for coming in. And if you're new, what we are looking at is a really rough storm down here. Really rough. I'm just going to try and get some of the salt spray off of the windscreen. But the beaches down here in Semaphore appear to be closed, I reckon all day, probably even tomorrow until they assess it. But no, thank you very much for coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please consider it. I do a whole range of content. And at the moment I'm just getting sand completely out of my hair because I'm Captain Sandy. I reckon I've got about probably a mouthful of sand. It is really beautiful, Princess. It is Semaphore Beach in South Australia. It's a metropolitan beach. It's one of the more popular kind of beaches in the metro region. I used to live down this way with Michelle and her family. Head to the jetty. Yeah, look, what we might do is I've got you back in the holder, everyone. So let's go and check this out. We'll head down a bit further. Okay. So yes, I'm one of the only people here. There's one camper van in the whole car park, and I think a council vehicle up here a bit. But I'm the only person down this way, at least in this car park. Can't say for all of the car parks, but yeah, for this area. I do, absolutely. Beaches are amazing, and I love your beaches over there as well, because California is where National Parks Princess is from. They have really nice beaches as well. So we're all pretty lucky with the fact that we have nice coastlines here in Australia and much of the US as well. Oh, there's the fella putting in the signs, I think. There we go. All right. Well, I don't think the tourist train's going to be running today. Check out all the little pine needles and stuff on the road. Just gonna bring that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yes, the northern parts of SA are really copping dust at the moment, from my understanding. Salt spray in the air, folks. You can sort of see that looking out in that distant part of the road ahead. A lot of sea spray, salt spray I think they call it. the oceans are quite rough. I would not want to be out in those seas, I gotta say. Just try and clear up the windscreen again. A little bit of tree debris there on the left. These are, I think, Norfolk pines, I think, on the left. They're a very common tree species around most coastal areas. Oh, this fella in front, his number plate's coming off. Oh dear. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can get a prime spot up here, because this is a good viewpoint. This is the Palais on the left. It's a hotel slash... Oh, every car park's taken. It's got a good vantage point. Oh, go up here a bit, I reckon. Here we go. Oh, isn't that nice? There we go, folks. So, the water is there. Try and just straighten this up now that I'm parked. Okay, so I've just noticed something. Down here, the children's swing, down here, the shade sails have come off. It's mad, look at that. So they've obviously taped it all off. But I've never seen anything like that, folks, before. That's a disability swing, so basically a person can go into it with, I think, a chair or an assistant's aid, and then they can use the swing just like everyone else should. So it's pretty good to see, but unfortunately that shade sail there above it is going to need a lot of work. They've got it all taped off with caution warning tape. So that is crazy stuff. That's what the weather does, folks. Let's get rid of that one, because that there we go, look at that. You can see the ocean just out there. There's the ocean. Has anyone ever been in the water in weather like this? Let me know. I wouldn't want to do it. Oh, woof. I'm even copping bits and pieces inside the vehicle. But yeah, it's really odd seeing sunshine, but also this kind of wind. Oh, really? So Samantha just said head south. Marion Shopping Centre is out of power. Wow. That is something. G'day Oz Crazy. G'day Anthony. Welcome in, mate. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, mate, that was a very interesting, eye-opening experience having a look through that street. Can we check out the Port River and the breakwater? I certainly can, Harvey. Let me put you back on the safety mount in the car. Get it all straightened up a bit. Oh, it's hard work. There we go. Yeah, really. Oh, I would so not want to be out in a yacht or watercraft. Oh, I reckon even in a big ship you'd feel this kind of thing. Don't know. All right, let's head down towards Outer Harbour, folks. Got you on the mount at the moment. You know, it's probably by no means the worst I've ever seen, but it's certainly not, you know, nothing to sneeze at, this storm. Seen a lot worse. G'day, g'day, and welcome in. Yeah, that's right, Robbie. Yeah. Yep. The late, great Robbie Fowler. He was quite the captain. Okay, so this is coming up now to Largs Bay, folks, and it looks like they have, I reckon they might have blocked off the jetties as well. I'm pretty sure they have. Sometimes the jetties don't cope either in this kind of weather. I did see a comment online that said Port Germain, they reckon that jetty was on its last legs even before this storm, so I'm not sure if some of the jetties in South Australia will end up in a bit of mess and then probably take forever to be repaired. Check out the signs. They're actually on kind of like warpy things that they can bend with the wind. There's the Largs Pier Hotel, very famous for those who love Jimmy Barnes. He's done a few concerts at this 3-story hotel on the right, the Largs Pier. Let's have a look. Have they closed the jetty off? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. No, actually, they have not. Not seeing any signs at the entrance of the jetty or even out further, so... Oh, part of me's tempted to walk out there, but nah, I don't want to be caught if it goes crazy. But yeah, if you can get down to these beaches, they are awesome, even in the winter. Beach can be very nice. But no, I'm really surprised that they've got the beach access closed, but they don't seem to be too worried about these jetties or piers, whichever you want to call them. Victor Harbour, yeah, right. Welcome in, Vegemite Girl as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Adelaide's just right. It's just the right balance, I think, of enough city and enough country and beaches in between, and yeah. Let's open up this window and I'll let you hear it for a bit. Yeah, the kiosk, actually the kiosk is open. It is open, Jean. Pet carer, it's, yes. Joan, sorry, it is open today. I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. There's a little tiny window open. Oh yeah, here we go. I see the roller door coming up. Hope they don't think I'm a delivery driver. But no, they're doing something in there. But yes, Largs Bay kiosk is well worth a look at, folks. Now this thing here, for those who are overseas, this is a payphone. They're a public phone that you can use. Okay, so let's have a look. Jean Fritchie, I hope I've said that right. We are at 1:08 in the afternoon here on Monday afternoon. So you're 8:36 p.m. on Sunday night in Las Vegas. Cool. I drove through Las Vegas, Jean, and as an Aussie, it's a whole different experience because you guys all drive on the right-hand side of the road. 17 hours, yeah. There you go, someone who's better at maths than I am. Thank you, FG. Yeah, this is our storm today. I'm wondering if those clouds out in the distance are not the second band of rain. I'm just wondering. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, this guy's wearing a mask, I think. He must be doing work. I was thinking for a minute, is he wearing that because he doesn't want the sand in his face? But the sand outside is like a blasting. So the worst storm I've been in, Andy, was probably in Coober Pedy, actually, the opal capital of Australia. And that storm in Coober Pedy was unbelievable. Like, it came out of nowhere. I ended up with a mouthful of dirt, literally dirt, and it was just vile. Like, it was really scary. We were in a motel, my friend and I, and the motel was like shaking. It was, you know, a well-built building, but this thing was shaking. The walls of this building, solid brick walls, were shaking, and we ended up with quite a mouthful of dirt. And yeah, the outback storms can be pretty rough in Australia. Whoop. Yeah, that's right, Stormy Day. They are underrated. Thanks for watching too, and welcome in. If you're new here, I appreciate your support. We are watching some of the storm activity, and right here we're at the awesome Largs Bay, and my car is actually shaking. There's not really a way I can show you that, but my car is kind of buffeting around even though I'm stationary. I think if I had a seismograph it would be pretty full on. Yeah, it's definitely the tide out there in Gulf St. Vincent, which is the Adelaide Metropolitan's Gulf. That tide is quite high, quite full on. I'm just going to zoom down a bit to where the pier is, folks, and just hopefully you can see that. I have to do this again because I've got sea spray coming all over the windscreen, but there you go, there's the Largs Bay pier or jetty. Yeah, absolutely, Jean, absolutely. Have you visited Australia? Have you been over to Australia? You'll have to come over. It's a long flight. I mean, I think from San Francisco it was about 17 hours in the plane. Yes, that's right. Alert SA is a great thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alert SA. And I know that during fires over here, we do sometimes get text messages as well that will alert us to a bushfire or wildfire, as they're sometimes called. So sometimes, yeah, very handy to have updates. It really is. I wish I had a bit of a higher viewpoint, actually. Princess, National Parks Princess, I'd love to have a higher viewpoint and be able to show you a bit more of the Gulf. Obviously I'm not going to even think of attempting a drone flight. Yeah, surfboard, I would, mate. Absinthe dream, I would. But I don't surf, and I'm the most uncoordinated person you could find that would try surfing. I do love to go in the water though, but yeah, if I was a little bit younger too, maybe I'd give it a go. I mean, I'm not super old either, but I'm not wonderfully coordinated. Oh, fair enough, Jean. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, folks, I reckon we might leave this stream here, maybe. I'm not sure. I have Andy. I love the Limestone Coast. I've spent time in Narracourt. I've spent time in Mount Gambier. I've spent time in a whole range of zones down there. I love it down that way. Do love it down that way. Tell you what, let's go up to Outer Harbour, folks. We'll make that our last stop for this live stream. Just gotta keep my eyes peeled on traffic around, but we're alright. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice, Jean. It's like me. I really loved the state of Utah. I really loved the mesas, I think they call them, mesas or mesas, M-E-S-A-S, mesa. The mesa are just amazing. They're like these giant platforms that have naturally eroded or had the soil around them erode, and they just stand, you know, like a building, like a 10-story building, full of sand and rock and mud, and Utah was just amazing for that. Arizona, I went to Antelope Canyon. That was really good. Beautiful spot there. It's often featured in photography magazines. Aha, here we go. Getting a bit of a better view, folks, at this weather system from above. Let's see if I can pull up down here. We'll hop out again. Someone is, yeah. That wouldn't surprise me, Nathan. Would not surprise me in the least. I certainly wouldn't be game myself. I'm just not. I'm not very good at surfing or coordinating myself. So yeah. All right, let's check it out. We're going to go outside again, folks. This is North Haven now. All right, there's your first view. I'll just zoom right out again. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, Gene. There we go, folks. Check it out. There it is. There it is. There's the pier, folks. I might be, Harvey. I might just be, mate. So I'm going to head down that way, and then I think we'll wrap this one up after I've been down there. Ah. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you. Just trying to get all this set up nicely for you. Let's move it like that, and then you can hopefully see a bit more of the passenger side. There's almost no point putting my my wipers on because there's just so much salt spray in the air that it's not allowing it to. These wipers are dreadful. Some cheap rubbish from China or something, I'm thinking. They put onto my car. G'day, Jed. Port River, yep. Alright, might be able to do that as well. Just going to open up the window. You can hear a little bit of that wind. No one wants wind buffeting too much, but after all, it's a storm live stream, so it is what it is. Okay, so coming up to roadworks, of course. Now that sky out there looks very dusty, actually. Certainly has been a lot of dust in the air from farms right across the state. Okay, prepare to stop. So at the moment we are heading up from North Haven towards Outer Harbour, the breakwater, and then we'll have a look at the Port River as our last stop. This is all in Adelaide, South Australia. We're being hit by a storm system at the moment, which has been quite intense, for us anyway. Certainly not intense by world standards, but for a city here that's not designed for hurricanes or tornadoes, and our building codes are certainly not that kind of standard. When Adelaide does get these storms, it does get a little bit full on, so I thought I'd just show people what it's looking like. Trees down, yep, wouldn't surprise me, wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so, oh, okay, that's interesting. There's a whole heap of ambulance crews there. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe some training. Never ever seen them doing training like that before. Like a, oh, hang on, is it a football club? Looks, maybe it's a football club. I don't know. Oh no, it's police recruits. There you go. Police recruits. That is interesting. Never ever have seen police recruit training out here like that, but there you go. The police barracks for South Australian Police is actually pretty nearby. Okay, so heading slowly out to the Outer Harbour area. Yeah, the old ones have Silvana, but they've still got their main, I think they've got like a new training base, I think. I might be wrong there, but I think Semaphore have always had a presence out here at Outer Harbour of some form or another. But yes, the older barracks, the old police barracks, have certainly gone about, I reckon about 2 years ago now, they got pulled down, and they're putting up shoebox housing. I mean, I know we need housing, but seriously, building designers, let's get some creativity in our buildings. Let's not just put up shoe boxes one after the other. That's the Sailmaster there, I think. Golf Point. Let's have a look. Head up. Right up to the Outer Harbour sort of fishing spot, kayaking spot. Normally would want to kayak today myself, but hey, each to their own. Yep, absolutely, Bandera Man. Yep, absolutely. It's a real shame we don't have character places anymore. I mean, I'm not for keeping stuff that is dangerously falling down or dangerously, left to ruin, but I do believe we should keep a lot more character buildings, or at least try and build something that will last in terms of future character, you know. But we just build these tiny little, well, they look tiny, I mean they're not actually tiny, but they do look tiny, and yeah. Got someone there, parked with a trailer. Okay, so let's go for a wander out to where the ships come into Adelaide here. Yep, exactly. Yep, I agree, Silvana. I hope that never happens. It's really sad what happened to Pentridge, actually, in Victoria. That was taken mostly down. I mean, yes, I know it had a dreadful history, but, you know, very, very cruel place, Pentridge. But honestly, okay, I'm just getting myself somewhat wrapped up, folks, so we can go out for this walk. Okay, got my right boots on at least. Okay, here we go. So this is Outer Harbour, folks. Now the passenger terminal is just in here. So if you're ever coming to South Australia by boat, that would be where your cruise ship would most likely come into port. Oh no, here we go. We've got a bit of tree here that's come down. Far out. Not a big lot, but yeah. I wonder if I could move that. I probably can't. I can. No way I can move that. I don't have the chainsaw on me either. Alright, here we go, folks. This out here is a very popular fishing area normally. Check it out. I'll go as close as I can safely. This is Outer Harbour. Down here now, I'm going to try and, I'm not going to go on these rocks. No way do you ever go on beach rocks, folks, this kind of weather especially. But check that out. Thanks, Michelle. I would love to. I've never had the right cruise. I'm safely on land right here. Cruise ship today. Unbelievable. I certainly could be fishing off of this. Look how crackerjack down here, folks. With that, I reckon I'm going to pack it up for today. Whoa! Before I get packed up on it. But it has been awesome to have you all here on my channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, share it out. And I'll see you again all very soon. Take care for now. Bye, folks.